Welcome to the Racing Addicts podcast. We are here live in studio. Well, we're live, but you're hearing a recording.
We're not live for you, but we're live for us.
We're
That's
live
all
for
that
us.
matters.
And I honestly don't care about these people. I'm going
We're going to start selling subscriptions so they can actually see us live.
Well, excuse me. Yeah, we're going to have to put it on OnlyFans, though.
YouTube is going to block us.
And everybody's going to have to sign an NDA before they listen. Welcome to the A2B Media Studios, home of The Biased.
Yes, sir.
We'd like to thank
Yes,
our title
sir.
sponsor and let you know that you can find all their information at
A2Bpro.media.
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
They use a great electrician, too. You know,
DLGelectric.com.
Yeah.
Some websites are easier to find.
Listen, one of these days, one of these domains is going to come available, and I am swiping it so quick.
I actually don't know that my website's up anymore.
Well, you're a boomer. You're on Facebook. You're good.
Well, I texted the guys like, dude, I'm not paying you anymore for this website because I had to pay like $250 a month for them.
No, that was way overpaid.
So I got down to 120, and I was like, all right, 120 is one thing, but like I don't get my website edited.
That's honestly mine. I updated mine last year to the new branding.
I don't need mine updated.
You don't need to. That's the thing. Like
I can add pictures if I really want to.
I use my social media as my here's what we're doing currently.
Really?
The website is just a landing place. Go to the social media to see the current.
Exactly. So really, you don't need to go to a2bmediapro.org.com.uss McGovern. Just go to A2B Media on the Facebook.
Yep. And the Instagrams.
Do you guys have a TikTok?
We have a YouTube with like a handful of things on it.
Actually, I saw that, and you have little ads where you recorded yourself.
It's
in that seat right there.
Right here.
Well, actually the old
with
seat.
with a black cloth over all my diecast. I use exactly the same setup to my.
Hey, let it be known if
things.
you are looking to have a business of your own, don't. Just believe in capitalism and just
the problem
work
is
for the rich guy.
We're broken and we're incapable of being employees. I was an employee for a short time. I can't do it. I'm just not built that way.
Broken, one word. Mentally disabled, another.
Yeah.
I do believe they call that synonyms.
What? 100% tax credit.
100% tax credit.
100% tax, except I'm getting rid of the tax. Tax can be gone.
No tax.
No
Social
tax.
Security. No tips, no overtime. I don't get overtime anymore. Now they're making it tax-free.
See, I'm starting at hour 41. I decided that. I'm just going to be all overtime.
So here's the deal. Did you know how much money I paid in taxes when I worked at the steel mill? Overtime taxes?
Oh, stupid numbers.
Like $37,000.
I believe it.
In 1 year in overtime taxes.
That's great.
I paid. That could all have been in my pocket.
I know. That could be your paid off truck.
Oh my god.
That could be your paid off pick 'em up truck.
My pick 'em up truck could be paid off.
Hey, I have a paid for pick 'em up truck that now has a giant dent in the right side, courtesy of
Douchebag McGee.
In Johnny's words, some a-hole trying to do a 25-point turn.
Austin Powers Austin Powers at Marysville Motors.
Which shout out to Marysville Motors. Not only are they a great place to get your car fixed, he researched and went through the security cameras, found the guy that hit my truck and then ran away, called him and got him to drop off his insurance card. That's a mechanic right there.
That's a
mechanic. Stand up.
Yeah, not only does he fix the truck, after some moron runs into it, he tracks him down for you.
So
it's a great mechanic.
When I first put the camera system in for him, he didn't know how to run it yet. And he had somebody stealing change. One of his employees was stealing change out of customers' cars. Right?
Let's take guesses on who. No, I'm just kidding. Let's not go there.
Moving on.
All right. So who do you think it was and why was it? Never mind.
Yep. No.
Does it start with an S?
It does start
Okay.
with an S.
That's good. See, now
Starts
we
with
know.
Half.
Yeah. All right. You're right. Yep. We're good.
All right. So back to NASCAR. We are here to recap Phoenix. Cup race. Rate it. I don't know. What do you think? I don't watch it, so I can't rate it.
I think we start with Kevin.
So
Kevin.
I'd give it a solid 7, but with the tire option, bump it up to 7.5.
So would you prefer to have the option of tire or just a tire that wears?
See, I like the option because it played out and played so many strategies. I mean, feel like DJ Khaled, you played yourself because Joey Logano and Ty Dillon were both on
DJ Khaled.
That's right. They both played themselves by using their alternates way too early, their soft compound, and they played themselves. They ended up way back.
I heard
Been there.
I heard you're a real pro about a soft compound.
Oh gosh.
I can't.
Alex,
Alex, what about you?
Man, it was better, but I feel like the Cup Series at Phoenix is still like worse than waterboarding. Like it is one of the most boring experiences.
Have you ever waterboarded yourself before?
I don't know. Sunday I was debating finding out.
So I actually did. I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? If James Bond can do it, I want to see if I can't do it.
Oh,
So I took my washcloth,
yeah.
put it over my face in the shower, and then walked into the shower. Almost died.
So was it better or worse than Phoenix?
It was better than Phoenix.
Man. So I'll go.
So Phoenix is like a
I'll go
long
5.5.
death.
I'll go 5.5.
Phoenix is like burning alive 1% of your body at a time. True. Just.
See, the reason that I did like it was just because I love how wide they get on the restarts and cutting through the dog leg and everything like that. I
No,
mean,
that is awesome. I will agree with you on that.
yeah. I mean, and clearly, taking those shortcuts doesn't work for everybody. Austin Hill can attest to that one.
Yeah, that was very un-Austin Hill like, honestly.
God, I hate that guy.
My only beef is like you get one turn, and if you don't get someone in that first turn at Phoenix, it's going to be 40 laps till you pass them.
Ryan Priest passed 40 people in one lap.
Well, yeah, he was the only guy on option tires
It worked.
until the end of the. Where did he finish?
Oh, that's a
sorry,
great question.
I hit you early. That's my bad. That's
No. 24th.
So, like I said, it didn't work. It didn't
Behind
work.
Ty Dillon. There's one thing you don't want to be is behind the fat guy at the buffet or Ty Dillon. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, you're not getting crab legs.
It's not happening. Not happening.
He's a great guy. But, yeah, Bell wins again. It could be his year. I'm calling
here
it now.
for it.
I'm calling
here
it now.
for it.
He's blown his egg too early.
I mean, we see this in William Byron every year.
Last
where
thing
he's
you want to be
killer.
is hot at the beginning of the year. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know that we want to be as bad as Brad. Because that's bad.
That's bad.
I mean, I knew.
Well, and again, I think that's one thing that Blaney does good. Not that I'm trying to be a homer or anything, but
Just own
Blaney
it.
gets
It's
hot
fine.
right at the end of the season, and it always plays a factor in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was surprised because what's crazy, this is the first season that the Fords have not had to start from zero, like since the Gen 6 car.
That's true.
And
Hey,
I
that was
really
a lie.
expected them to come out of the I expect them to be a little hotter, and they were okay this weekend, but not great.
Yeah,
Not
and
great.
all the ones that you thought would be at the front really never showed or were there just for a brief glimpse, and then they'd fall to the back, or at least mid-pack.
I mean, I predicted the three Bs. I thought it was going to be Bell, Byron, or Blaney. And I guess we were like, Blaney was there. Like, he was a solid top 10 car, but that was it. Like,
Yeah,
he did
exactly.
not have winning speed at all. But I mean, obviously Bell and Byron were pretty
Let
stinking
me.
stout.
I was in the wrong thing. I'm on a smaller screen because somebody took my computer. Ryan Priest is actually 15th. Thank you.
I feel like that's a good day for him, right?
Yeah,
He's
I
got to
think
be
it is,
happy with that.
especially in a new car, new team.
Yeah, and Ryan Priest.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, there's that. Like,
Brad
it's-
finished 33rd. Yeah, 99 laps into the race. Riley Herbst decided he sucked.
Yeah,
Just then decided.
Just decided.
plot twist. We've known.
Plot twist. I know they say you're supposed to turn left in NASCAR. I'm going to go straight.
That's right.
Well, it must have
Why
been
turn when you can bounce off the car on the outside of you?
It must have been something with the Monster Energy cars because Ty Gibbs is who caused the pileup with all the Spire cars. Then, like a couple laps later.
So you're saying that people who have money and no talent at Gibbs Racing.
there's something there. There's a correlation. Toyota, Monster, rich kid. There's something there. There's
You know
something
Riley
wrong.
Herbst is bad because he was in a Ford and I didn't like him.
Yeah, like that's
That's saying something.
Yeah.
That's saying something. I mean, that's saying something. But looking at the race here, Bell wins again. Close finish. So last week, Hamlin on his podcast said he hates when his teammates win because he feels like, they're in the same gear. How's he going to feel now? Like, not only did he win, he beat your ass on the way.
And he got out freaking raced.
So, winner of the race, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin second, Kyle Larson third. Big year. Josh Berry fourth. Barry's having an outstanding season. Chris Buescher fifth. Another okay beginning. Byron, Bowman, Bush, Zane Smith, top 10. Chase Elliott.
Good for him.
Ross Chastain, Austin Dillon, Joey Logano, John Hunter Nemechek, and Ryan Preece round out the top 15. And then it's really just a bunch of mediocre drivers from there on out, to be honest with you.
Speaking of Wood Brothers.
Yeah, I'm repping my Wood Brothers gear here tonight. I mean, it's the wrong driver, but it is still the Wood Brothers,
Gotta
number
put tape
4.
up.
Do you know
Right
how they
there.
say that? Harrison Burton.
That's right.
Harrison.
That or they say unemployed.
That's
No,
also
he's in
fair.
he has a ride.
His
No,
ride.
I was really pulling for Josh Berry. I was really thinking he was going to pull something out.
I will tell you what, I'm going to put this out there. Listen,
I'm on the edge of my seat.
are you ready?
I'm waiting.
If there are haulers at Rockingham, I will be buying a Josh Berry shirt.
Oh, same.
I don't know if they're going to be there. I wonder.
Well, we'll just have to go to Road Brothers Racing.
That's right.
Actually,
going
we need to do
Penske,
that
so, I mean,
regardless.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go there.
Are they in Penske?
adjacent.
Yes and no.
Penske adjacent.
So we can hit them at the same time?
So their Wood Brothers is technically in Stewart, Virginia, but it's just a museum at this point. The actual Penske is the Wood Brothers at this point.
Can I buy a Josh Berry shirt at Penske's race
I think
shop?
so. I'm pretty sure.
So when we're at Martinsville, it was the Penske hauler that had
Right.
this
Yeah.
shirt.
It should all
100%.
be in there, yeah.
I think so. I think you're fine. But it's good. I'm excited because I've always been a 21 fan. You know, you like the team. And I like having someone at Penske else that I can root for. Because
Yes.
I can't stand Cindric or Logano.
Cindric
now
has been such a disappointment. And
He is-
Logano is.
I called
Logano.
that when he first went. I knew he wasn't going to do anything.
My bones hurt so bad right now. I can't even focus on talking about NASCAR because I feel like my knees, I don't have a weight on them.
Welcome to getting old.
Gosh. This is what happens when you're 107 years old and you go play softball with your kids.
Well, then I show up.
Yeah, you remember that movie A League of Their Own where the girl got the real big bruise up her?
I laced my daughter tonight.
Dude, I'm
I hit
thinking
a
that's
line-
going to be you next
I
week.
hit a liner to her, and she didn't see it coming because apparently the sun was in her eyes. Whacked her.
First time we've seen the sun in 3 months.
Went
but
right past her glove, laced her right on the right there. She's like, thank God it was her glove hand. How do you get hit in your glove hand?
Right?
On your arm? She
Yeah.
just missed it.
Gosh, that's got to hurt. That's got to freaking
I
hurt.
thought I hit her in the face. Well, she has a face mask for one.
You're like, I killed my kid.
I would prefer to hit her in the face
yeah.
because she has a face mask on. So it hurts a little bit.
She a
but
catcher?
No. So in softball, all infielders wear a face mask to protect their pretty faces.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I guess in baseball, they're ugly. Who cares?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
at first I wasn't a fan of it because it's distracting. But then I watched a couple girls take a hit without it, and then I take a girl's hit, and then a couple take
That's
it with it.
like cosmetic surgery to reconstruct.
Oh yeah, that's a whole
everything.
busted up face.
Yeah.
So it's worth it. Shane Van Gisbergen, 31st. Cole Custer, 32nd. Brad freaking Keselowski, 33rd, which actually is about where he's at in the point standing.
Ouch.
That's depressing.
Points.
I don't like it.
Actually, he is exactly 33rd in the points. Behind, it's battered behind Austin Cindric and Justin Haley.
That's a sad state of affairs. It's not good.
He's not running horrible. He just has horrible luck.
Well, and at least he's got two decent drivers driving underneath him,
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely... So points-wise, Priest is 24th. And Buescher's 10th.
Yeah, Buescher's solid. He's sneaky, man. He's
He
gonna
can
be there
drive
all
that
I
thing.
season.
mean, I called him last week and he finished 5th. I mean, he wasn't too far out to lunch.
One of us called Christopher Bell.
Gay.
Gay.
So, option tire, we kind of already went over that. Blaney blows a hard one. I heard him MFing the motor on the backstretch. Not
Motor
happy.
was gone. Motor was gone.
I got
That's
no
rare.
drive.
Well, and
What-
he
what-
even called it several laps earlier,
He did.
saying that there was no power going down the straight stretch. And then lo and behold, 10, 15 laps later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Which-
stuck.
That's the first Penske motor I've seen blow in a while.
In a while.
That's very rare.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often.
I have a feeling they were trying something and it didn't work. Would be my guess.
That's fair.
Yeah.
At this point in the show, we're going to enter a segment that has taken a few years of hiatus, but it is back because I am in a biatchy mood.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about things that
Grind your gears.
grind my gears. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're back, and it's going to be what we like to call here at the Racing Addicts Podcast. Get your beep beep ready. A fest. Because
I'm just going to sit over here and write down timestamps while
here's
you
the
talk.
deal. Yeah,
right?
just be ready. I apologize for anybody who's allergic to whatever frequency he uses to beep out my swear words. Mom, Katie, Melody, I'm apologizing for how I'm about to act right now. However, why do we let any douchebag with money race in the Cup Series?
You're not going to get any argument out of us.
That's a phenomenal question.
And it's really
Why?
good.
Like, I feel like, so you have, all right. You want to go to Baps Motor Speedway.
Yep.
You have to get a license.
Do you though?
You do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know you did either. But we'll go with it.
Back
pretty sure
when
you
I
did.
had my own race car, you didn't have to have anything other than a driver's license.
Well, why are we letting cars of people who can't drive a truck, an ARCA car, or an Xfinity car in the Cup Series?
Agreed.
Why is there not a
100%.
minimum?
100%.
Why
and they're
is there not-
supposed to be. That's what's frustrating. Like, it's supposed to
where's-
be a thing.
Yeah, like you're supposed to. That's like me being like, hey, I got $1 million. Can I pitch for the Yankees this weekend?
Yeah, pretty much.
Think about it.
Be like, yeah, sure, you're in.
Yeah.
You got it.
I mean, there's only 600 people working their way through the series as Series I. Series?
Series.
You had a rated series. Yeah, series.
I
is
said
the
series is, though.
correct- That was wrong.
You know, you got all these cars and all these drivers.
Siri.
Siri, working through the Siri. And it's like, why? And then on top of that, let's go the other direction. Why is Eric Amarola in the Xfinity cars?
I saw everything I need to see
so
from
much
him.
that you can't race in the Cup Series
But yet he's lighting the Xfinity Series on fire.
because he's in the junior high.
Yeah.
Well, you don't got enough talent to shine in the Cup Series, but I tell you what, why not?
We'll get into that rant, but
I'm just-
it's, so what's frustrating, and I feel so when they first announced this rule of like, hey, we're just gonna let people in, like, because it was the Helio Castroneves thing. Like, I didn't mind it
How'd
at
that
first
go?
because I was, yeah, exactly.
Well, at least he's a proven driver.
Well,
But
yeah.
he's not. Clearly, he's not a proven
Apparently
Cup
not.
driver. He's not a proven
Well.
stock car driver. So
And
we're letting
it's-
these people. I'm not done yet.
I don't
You
know.
just
All
wait
right,
your turn.
You sit over there. All right, I'm good.
You have these guys. Like, I can drive the crap out of my F-150.
Okay.
I don't know there's very many people who can drive it as well as me. Let's be honest. But I tell you what, I can't drive a Legends car.
That's fair.
I can't
don't know
drive-
if you'd fit in one. I mean,
If Kenny can fit in it, I can fit in it. Let's put it that way.
could Kenny fit in a Legends car?
Well, with a little bit of lube.
I was going to say, grease him up.
Grease him up, baby.
How small is that car?
I couldn't, I couldn't drive a Sportsman. I couldn't drive a 310, a 410,
Just pick a number. It's
358.
fine. Yeah.
I couldn't drive a 17074,
Z350.
a Hemi. But they let them in the Cup Series. They let them in. And what happens, Alex? They suck.
Bad things.
And
Bad
then
things.
quality drivers get taken out because drivers are in the race.
And Daniel Suarez.
Well, he also got taken out, but that was more like a.
Sorry. That was a low ball. I
But
shouldn't have
Blaney
gone
almost
there.
went out.
Yeah.
That could have been. He could have
Yeah.
blown his motor in that moment,
Yeah, that's the truth.
grabbing the clutch,
It was
pulling
not
out of
good.
the way.
Might have been. Who knows? I mean, we don't know. That might have been what killed
It's a
it.
great car.
No, it's frustrating, and especially because like, if you're not gonna have, there should have been something before she jumped in that car, like, and that's where I'm not even upset at her. I'm upset at the fact that we took somebody who had 0 laps in a Cup car, and was like, here it is,
I mean,
and then altered the race. Yeah.
I mean, Shane Van Gisbergen, I think that was the template that they used because, like, oh, this guy is great with rally racing and racing elsewhere. So he jumped into an Xfinity car and he made it work and he lit things up. Now, granted, there was a lot of road courses, but he even on the circle tracks, he did good. But Leg, I'm not trying to pick on you.
There's no comparison. There's no comparison.
Oh, I agree. But Shane Van Gisbergen, was the prototype and it worked. And now they're just like floodgates open. And it clearly didn't work for Leg.
She doesn't have a leg to stand on in this thing.
No, she doesn't.
Wow, that was good. I was waiting for that setup.
I mean,
she doesn't have the cards.
Spun out on her own in last place. I mean, that's
3 times she spun out on her own.
Well, she was driving around the apron. Remember that chick that would the chick from around here that was driving at BAPS?
Oh, yeah.
It was like her, only she was, because, she just kind of like rolled around the corners and just stayed out of the way.
And then just like randomly threw the car in and see what happens.
No, she just stayed out of the way, though. The difference is,
all right.
Leg decided to just like come up into the track. She's like, oh, shoot. I was supposed to turn there.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, if you're
she's at 45% throttle. 45% throttle and getting loose. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. She's running that far off the pace and losing control of the car. That's a problem. That's a big problem. So
that's
feels
what we call
like a miss.
Rolling hazard.
Yeah. And that's where I wonder, how in the world did she get approved? Because like they denied Mike Wallace for the Daytona 500, which I'll be honest, like I kind of understood.
Yeah, because of his age.
And he hasn't been in a cup car in so long. But then like she has less experience than him.
Well, and she's 44, so she's not trying to be ignorant, but she's not a spring chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she has less experience, but more boobs. I think that's all that really mattered. Actually, maybe not anymore.
I don't know.
Mike's gotten a little big.
Mike kind of looks like us. I feel like it might even out.
And honestly,
might be the same.
Tracksuit, fire suits hide it all very well, so I don't even know.
I do.
But yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
As soon as I saw the announcement, I was like, what? Who's this chick? And then I literally was so annoyed by it, I didn't look into it.
Yeah.
What's her first name?
Don't know. I just know her last name's Leg.
Brittany? No.
Shell?
I couldn't tell you. As soon as I saw it, I was just like, it was another chalk off the list. Like, okay.
Well, and
thank God it's action in the off season for NASCAR.
Don't you have the lineup there?
And the whole thing, Catherine. Was it Catherine?
Would she be
Catherine? I feel like what's frustrating
is Catherine.
The whole thing was a storyline. That's
Catherine
the only
Legg.
reason it happened.
Agreed.
Like, it wasn't about racing. It wasn't about bringing other people to the sport. It was, they wanted to be able to say, hey, look, we have a woman driver.
Hey.
And that's where I'm not anti-women drivers, but like, you need to have people that are qualified. Agreed. Like, how about like Jade Avison, whatever. She's killing it in the lower ranks right now.
In the NASCAR lower ranks.
Yeah. And Isabella Robusto doing a phenomenal
even Tony
job.
Brodinger in the ARCA series. I mean,
Tony, that's the chick I was showing.
Yeah. I would rather see them because at least to me, they've proven they know kind of what they're doing.
You're trying to get a female into the sport and you're pushing it. I'm fine with that. I would love to have more women in the sport because that brings a whole other, that gives our wives something to root for that they can relate to.
100%.
I guess. I don't know.
I'm just glad they stopped pushing Haley Deegan because that was a flop.
Which is sad. I thought Haley Deegan was going to be it, and it just wasn't.
I think they moved her up too quickly. I think they pushed her along, and they didn't give her any time to develop.
I think that she got too many. I think she sucked in trucks. And
I mean,
ARCA series, she got that win by taking out her own teammate.
Yeah.
She put old Connor Zillage, you know what I mean?
No one's Connor Zillage at this point. That kid's impressive.
He is. That was another thing. I just finished listening to Actions Detrimental today. So he was like, I was not the racer that Connor was when he was 20.
Yeah.
He's like, you weren't the road racer Connor is now.
It was so funny. Did you hear was it his producer that was talking to Joe Gibbs? And he's like, is the issue with Denny more that the fender's gone or that Denny's driving the car?
50-50.
Joe's like, yeah, it's a 50-50. That's funny. It almost makes me like Joe Gibbs racing.
Catherine Legg has more points than Justin Allgaier.
Well, I mean, he only ran one race.
How many did she run?
Well, he didn't run for points, though.
That's true.
Because he was in a non-charter car, right?
Oh, she is a chartered car.
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
I see.
I was just say Justin finished top 10, so he should.
I was trying to confused about that. Okay.
I know my Justin Allgaier. He's a good dude.
Spire goes from 3 in the top 10 to none in a few laps. That is because they suck. Next step. Ty Gibbs clears out the field off turn 2. That is because he sucks. Logano penalized early on a restart. That is because NASCAR sucks.
It was great. I was wondering which direction you were going to go because honestly, I was
First
50-50 on that.
non-sellout for Phoenix in 7 races. Praise the Lord. Maybe it'll go somewhere else.
That's what I'm saying. I think this is step number 1 to Phoenix losing the championship race. Gosh, I hope so.
Oh.
I hate that track as the championship.
So circling back, Spire on Spire crime was not the only one. There was also Gibbs on Gibbs crime as well. Yeah, there was multiple teammates roughing each other up during that race.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much tired of all of it.
It's Gibbs drivers, man.
Except
Bell. I'm telling you, Christopher Bell is like the only JGR driver I like.
Agreed.
Yeah.
He is
totally
and that
different
dirt
league.
track background just puts him over the top.
How can you not like Christopher Bell? He's just, yeah.
You don't ever hear anybody being like, "Oh, I hate that guy."
I know.
I've never thought it, and I say that about practically everybody.
Well, we all do. We need to put that on a shirt, actually.
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy.
The Logano thing, he wasn't even fully under the line. Like
Joe Biden, he touched the line.
he touched it, but he wasn't under it.
It doesn't matter. He touched the line. It says no part of the car.
So what's frustrating is they don't officiate like that any other time.
Exactly.
And then like one lap, they're just like, we're going to officiate it tight.
Yeah.
And then the next restart, I guarantee you somebody else touched the line and didn't get called. Like I am so sick of NASCAR officiating being in the conversation. Like,
Send me
I'm
an
just
email.
out of it.
Send me a Discord. That's how you can contact me. That's right. Give me some sports that I can get into. Baseball season's kicking off. I might tell you what.
Hey,
Oh God, that's boring.
the Xfinity Series is still run by non-stupid people.
I don't
Sprint
care. I'm
cars are
busy
great.
on Saturdays.
Sprint cars?
I do have that stupid Flow Vision.
Flow vision. You have one or the other.
No, I have Flow, but God forbid I get the one that I want to watch the freaking races on.
Yeah. You could have watched Lincoln on Sunday, apparently.
Yeah, well, it's too busy on a date with my wife.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we were
Support that.
Oh my gosh, I got to show you a photo. So we were at Hibachi, of
Is
course.
this public appropriate?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Just making sure.
So this kid walks by, a busboy, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's Asian Landon."
Really?
Otherwise known as Landon.
That's good.
And hang on, I literally was like, not even hiding it, taking pictures of him in Hibachi.
You're on someone's list right now. They're like, you're never allowed to go back there now.
Tell me that's not Landon.
Oh my gosh.
I sent it to his dad, and I was like, he said,
Landon.
"Dude, if you would have told me that wasn't Landon, I would have thought it was Landon."
That's scary.
He was like, "Ooh." Don't watch
Doesn't he
that.
already, he's Mexican. Which way does it go now?
All right.
gosh,
First
all right.
non-sellout for Phoenix. We already talked about that. Xfinity Series. Another win by Air-Ee-Oola. Walls Bowman to win Xfinity. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you.
How did we feel about this?
I don't think it was dirty. I don't. Bowman walled himself before Air-Ee-Oola got to him.
I'm going to
on
go
the
out here on a
backstretch.
limb. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to mean it.
Oh.
Leave the Cup drivers in the Cup Series.
Yeah.
Leave the Cup drivers in the Cup Series. I can't. I think that's what's killing me for Xfinity. Is every time I watch it, there's a Cup driver who's rightfully so cleaning their butts up
Yeah. They
because
should
they're
be.
Bender.
With that same sentiment, are you fed up with Kyle Busch being in the lower series as well then?
I am.
Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah. I feel like I'm done with seeing that too. Like yeah,
Cup
that's whatever.
drivers.
Yeah.
Xfinity drivers do not need to race trucks. It is for the lower series to get better.
Yeah.
They are
I mean, I'm glad they at least limited it now because it was so frustrating. Like I remember, so one of the years Justin Allgaier should have won the championship. He finished third in points, and it was like Denny Hamlin, Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, like all these Cup regulars, and he finished third or fourth in points, and literally like the other 3 drivers around him were all Cup drivers. Yeah. And I was like, it's just stupid. Like,
Yeah, you're messing with the points numbers.
Yeah.
You're messing with the wins. I'm just not feeling it. Like, I'm tired of it.
I mean, I would have been okay seeing a Bowman win just because I like Bowman, but I do get.
Well,
where
I
you're
like the
coming
guy.
from.
I have nothing against him. I hate Air-Ee-Oola.
I want to see him win on Sunday.
I'll be honest about that. I don't like him.
Yeah. To me, I thought it was dirty because I felt like the 19 just. So to me, it looked like he got loose and was just like, F it, and just put the pedal down to the floor and let the car wash it. That's what
my
I
take
saw.
was the exact opposite. I thought he pushed. I thought he was so hard on it that the nose just started drifting and he just couldn't turn it back down off of him.
I think he got in effort mode, and he said, he's like, I knew I was going to use him up, and it's like, I feel like you used him too much.
But
like,
I mean, again, on the backstretch, Bowman put himself in the wall without anybody else's help, and then he opened the low line for Air-Ee-Oola to get to
which
him.
that I did not get. He should not have given Air-Ee-Oola the line.
Agreed.
He should have forced Air-Ee-Oola to do something stupid, which he would have, I have no doubt. But yeah, that was weird to me. And then Allgaier, I feel like you're about to send me something. Okay.
I just love that you kind of forgot his name is Almirola, and you've been calling him Air-Ee-Oola nonstop.
I did it jokingly, but now it's one of those things that I'm going to keep calling. I spelled his name differently every time.
Air-Ee-Oola.
Because then I wrote Almirola. Also spelled wrong, but I wrote Almirola in the next line.
Almirola sky.
No, I didn't like it. I didn't like the move, but I'm like a Mark Martin guy. So like I don't like any time that people are like driving over each other. It's just it feels icky.
Feels
But
like,
unfortunately, Justin Allgaier threw his race away anyway, and it was another one. Last year, he cut a tire with 3 laps to go, leading by like 5 seconds. This year, the guy running 37th cuts a tire with 4 laps to go.
And it screws him.
And then he got dirt on his tires. He overdrove the corner. He did something and finished 4th or 5th. Who cares? He should have won. He didn't win. So I was depressed because I thought Allgaier had it in the bag.
Agreed. He did, by all rights, if that last caution would have come out.
Freaking, I'm so sick of like 37th place drivers screwing up the win.
Right.
So I think consistently we're wishing that the consensus between all NASCAR series is to be have more scrutinization.
Like with rules, you mean?
What?
With rules?
With accepting people in. Like how do we?
Yeah,
how are we?
I'm great with
how
that.
are we getting these people to stop sucking so much? How can we be like, hey, we want to grow the sport, but we don't want to grow with you?
Well, it's hard because it's the money thing. So like last year, Anthony Alfredo, wet noodle, soggy pasta, ran the 5 car for R Motorsports. Honestly, did a good job last year. I was so impressed with what he did. And he lost the ride this year because Chris Wrong showed up with a big paycheck, who has now caused a wreck, I think, every single race.
Yeah.
And it's just frustrating. Like, it's so, I hate seeing rich guys get chances they don't deserve.
I'm just so tired of
Ty Gibbs, both Dillon brothers.
Gosh.
Need to go
Dude. Okay, back to Cup for 5 seconds. How much does Ty Gibbs suck this year?
Oh,
Dude,
terrible.
they're garbage. Like, he was running 32nd all race until he caused that pileup.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and again, 4 wide, and he just pushed up right through the rest of the field.
like nobody was there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, he
what an
sucks more
idiot.
than a stripper in Taiwan. You know what I mean?
That's saying something.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Kevin would know.
Hey, my vacations are my vacations.
Oh, my gosh.
So, trucks did not happen. ARCA did not happen. Friendly Twitter beef between Stenhouse and Grayson. Grayson?
Autocorrect was driving me nuts.
Gregson?
I stopped fixing some of them.
Sometimes we have notes and sometimes our notes suck. And normally they suck, but we love Alex anyway.
Yeah. I built these while we were sitting here eating ice cream.
Alex is the Chris Wright of note taking.
Hey, no one's that bad.
Wow.
That's not bad. That is a new level. What is the equivalent of driving into pit road at 150 mile an hour and then blaming your spotter?
Oh, that's like it's like having a really bad pull-out game and blaming your wife for not taking any kind of contraceptive.
Yeah, so rumors, news.
Alex has another baby on the way.
Yeah. No, I do not. I do not. Stop that.
Irish twins.
Jeez.
I heard she's getting.
No.
It's going to be a great baby.
No.
Alex is going to be catching pee in 2 hands. Lord, I just pray for Alex's baby.
I pray not to happen. Side note, Xfinity was the race of the weekend again. Worth mentioning.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, big shocker.
Yeah, shocked.
Cars could pass. You could pack air. You could pass. It was just beautiful. I loved it. So sorry, this got missed. I forgot to share with you guys. I see why it got missed. Freaking autocorrect drives me nuts. Get changed it to sing. So Ryan Sieg pushing his car into his garage stall, it broke the front of the car.
I saw that. And they had to go to the backup because of it.
That feels like a track issue, does it not?
Wait, what happened?
So they were pushing the car into the garage stall.
Pushing as in no driver.
Correct.
Crew
Just
pushing.
Like crew pushing it in.
And the bill on the front of it on the bottom dug in and
splitter?
broke off. What's that?
Yeah.
The splitter.
The splitter.
Splitter.
Sorry.
That's okay.
My apologies.
We're
And it
fans.
was-
We're not supposed to know all the names. I just normally am the guy who says the wrong thing. So I wanted to.
I'm good at saying the wrong thing.
I wanted to
thought
be the
that's why
guy
you brought
that
me in here to
Keep
make
the
you look better.
expectations low.
I mean, I didn't know you knew that's why I brought you in here. You know what I mean? I knew why, but I didn't know you knew why.
But yeah, it ripped the splitter off of the car before he was able to get into much of the weekend.
Wow.
I would love to hear more behind the scenes. 'Cause
And they
that
said they
feels
turned that
like-
car around in 48 hours? Not even?
I mean, that was Saturday. It was Friday night when it happened.
Yeah.
So that was like, and it was a total backup car that he ran, and he finished fourth in, by the way.
Yeah.
Freaking Ryan Sieg. You're talking about rich kids that don't deserve to be there, and then there's Ryan Sieg, who's like rocking half the budget of everyone else and finishing top 5.
It's
It's
I tell
things
you
you
what,
like to see.
things you like to see. And I'm not the biggest Ryan Sieg fan. I'm not the biggest Ryan Sieg fan.
I mean, Justin Allgaier is my dude, but I still like. I like
Ryan. I'm
Sieg.
just not the
Yeah.
biggest fan.
That's fair. I get it. He drives a Ford.
He does drive a Ford. You know who else drives a Ford? Austin Cindric did not get suspended for a right hook. I'm back and forth on this. I understand.
Yeah.
Like watching it. Now, let's put this.
I'm legit curious what you guys think because I have an opinion.
I am not an Austin Cindric fan. He took my favorite number
It's fair.
for my
Demolished it.
and just
Yeah.
right.
Championship car.
Right down
Barely
the
makes
Rusty
the playoffs.
Wallace's
Oh, yeah.
right.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
there's a reason I picked Brad in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, thank God.
Oh, really?
I didn't start watching.
because you liked Kurt Busch before that.
No.
It was Miller Lite, I think.
So you guys remember? Actually, this is a complete side note. So we'll come back. I'm going to circle around back to what we were talking about. Remember, I said that Katie got me that '88 UPS car for like 50 cents.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Legit. Finally looked at it. Actually looked at it. It's signed.
Really?
Why is it not on the shelf? It should be
Right?
on the shelf
Honestly,
right
for
there.
the same reason I don't have a freaking monitor right here because I keep forgetting it at home.
That's valid. All right, I get it.
It's actually on my desk. So I have like 6 diecast on my desk to come switch stuff out
Okay.
with, but they're just there.
They just haven't come yet.
And I've been so busy, like my paperwork. Like I have
Dude,
300.
I get you.
I have
I get you.
375 unread emails.
Holy crap.
Hey, I'm down to 5. I'm very proud of that.
That would make my head explode.
I'm
It
going to
was a
click.
much bigger number
I'm going
this
to click
morning.
select all unread.
Yeah.
Or read.
I know it's what you do with mine. So,
Do you email me?
no, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say because honestly, yes, I don't remember getting any from you.
So, Kevin, like, what did you think about the Cindric thing last
so
week?
honestly, to me, it's clear as day. I mean, yes, he ran a little rough, ran a little wide, whatever you want to, but it was clearly a hook in the quarter panel. And I think it's egregious. I think he should be suspended. I mean, and I'm a Penske fan, but I definitely think he should be suspended.
And here's where I'm torn. And again, you could convince me probably either way. But what's hard for me is so at Las Vegas, it's easy to say what's a right hook and what's not a right
Fair.
hook. It's because it's very clear you're going very fast and the wall's that
But because
way.
it happened on a road course, that's why you're saying there's some gray area.
That's where I'm torn because and truthfully, and also again, I always want consistency. We see right hooks at Martinsville and stuff a lot that never get penalized because it's a short track. So I'm kind of like, does COTA fall under that? And then
There's got to be a speed limit on it. Right hooking somebody going 80.
Yeah.
Or how fast were they going? They weren't even probably going 80. They might have been.
Jeff Gluck was really passionate about this. I think he said he was going 95 when he got turned.
That's pretty fast.
That's pretty fast. So I feel like that's probably over the limit.
I got
right?
a deal.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's go out. Airport Road out here.
Sold.
We'll get you in the flex going 95. I'll be in my truck going 95. I'll just
See what happens.
see what happens.
How long is that road? I may need more space.
You might need a couple turbos.
Yeah.
So, no, seriously, going back to your point, though, okay?
You got in the
That's where
flex?
I'm torn,
When you look at Austin Cindric and the other group of cars there, Austin Cindric was the only one that hooked at that point in time. It's not like he was trying to angle in for an entry.
100% intentional. 100% intentional. It's just because we don't want to demonize just turning people because I feel like that's part of the heart of NASCAR. But I don't want to right hook drivers at Las Vegas either. So I get why the rule's there, So that's why I was just curious. And someone brought up the stat, too, that Carson Hocevar did that to Harrison Burton last year and also did not get suspended.
That is correct.
So
I said last week that I think NASCAR's pushing Hocevar way more than he should be. I mean, they're trying to launch this kid. And
he's a dingleberry. That's all I'm saying.
Alex,
he's a dingleberry.
Can you turn the gain up on my microphone?
Can you just move it closer to your face?
I can't. It's as close as it gets.
As close as it gets. Old man.
I'm in reclining mode.
They make a little blue pill that'll help that extend a little longer.
Blue Chew.
Man, I thought I was podcasting with Joe Biden over there for a second. I hear moaning and you're leaning back.
Well, he hasn't had any of us have to tell him where to go next, so he's doing all right. So
come on, folks. Come on, folks. You can't right hook people like that. I mean, come on. Come on, folks.
And you know what? We would have more impressions for Biden, but he only spoke like once every 10 months. So I feel like that's all we have.
Did you see that stat?
Yes.
Can you hear
I know
me?
where you're going.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Is it the stat that he only signed one of his executive orders and the rest were all pictures? Yeah.
No, I wasn't going to touch that because I'm trying not to be political.
That's fair.
Fauci's going to jail. No.
For it.
The amount of questions taken by president in the first month. Did you see that stat? It was like Trump, first term, like 200. Biden, like 64.
Yeah.
Obama, like 185. Trump, current term, 1,142. Questions taken in the first month.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Hey, even if you don't like the guy, you got to respect some of the dynamic. They don't, but they should because it's the thing. Yeah, the suspension though, I don't know. I think for me,
I fixed it.
That is really funny, actually.
This is way comfier.
I can go either way. I just want to see consistency.
Yeah.
And I guess what's hard with the road course is what's a right hook.
True.
And because
right
what about a left hook? Can we get Chastain on a left hook?
Man, how about just being not stupid? Because that was pretty stupid last week.
That's asking a lot.
Yeah, but see, that's the stuff I don't want NASCAR penalizing because I kind of want the garage coming down and being like, just sending him the next week.
Oh, you f***ing me?
You know what? This is my proposition.
You.
This is my proposition. I think NASCAR just needs to institute hockey rules for fights afterwards.
I tell you what, that basically it already is. I think
they've tried to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what was the one? Was it Chastain and Gragson that they let it go, and then finally Chastain, pow.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, now we're
once it's. Unless it's Austin Hill, he can't let him hit people.
he might kill them.
He hit the wall hard enough on his own. I mean,
gosh,
he did hit the wall pretty hard.
That was very un-Austin Hill like.
I mean, and then he took out.
Here you are.
What's his name? Sheldon Creed. Innocent Sheldon Creed,
which everybody had picked to win the race. He was like everyone's favorite. And so,
when was the last time he finished a race?
It's been 60 years. What's that mean?
Crickets.
Yeah.
37 cubic.
Maybe that's why he's on his third team now.
Yeah, I was gonna say the best advantage Sheldon had on Saturday was that wreck was not his fault. That's like true. The best thing that's happened to him. I was
gonna say he's driven every type of car there's in the Xfinity series.
He has. For most
got
of the teams.
Ford,
He's
got
had every
Toyota,
affiliation.
Got the bow tie.
The bow tie.
Bow tie. All right.
Yeah.
Alex, could you slide up in my reclined state? I can't quite see the notes.
That's all the further they scroll, buddy.
Hold on.
Chilling on a dirt road, laid back, driving like Danny Dietrich, wins at Lincoln. The double D, Danny Dietrich, number 48.
Yes, sir.
Getting her done.
Yes, sir. It should have won. Should have won the icebreaker too, and didn't. So it's good to see.
Yeah. That was a heck of a race down at Lincoln, too.
Yeah. Jacob Allen ended up upside down. Saw that. Yeah.
That was a wild ride.
I actually like Jacob Allen, but,
I need you to start reminding me to turn flow on. Can you do that for me?
Yeah. It was yesterday, and honestly, I should have just watched it instead of the cup race. I would have been less disappointed. But yeah, wore my Danny Dietrich hat today in honor of the 48 getting.
I wore my
lane.
RFK hat because I wanted to.
Yeah, well,
and my Chris Buescher.
I am proud of this. Did you catch this shirt?
I do like your Nakatomi Plaza.
Nakatomi Plaza Christmas Party 1988.
Solid.
Off the hook.
Yep, to the greatest movie ever made.
Christmas movie ever made.
Both.
It's a great
all of the
movie.
above.
I gotta put this back on now. I guess I don't know that I can get my feet down.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother
Like I
trucker.
might need a physical therapist.
Oh snap!
I'm pushing you out onto
Hey,
the roof right here.
You know
we can
this
roll
is
you to your
off
truck.
our time, right?
I'll tell you what, I pay
Giggity.
big dollars when I got my wallet around here somewhere.
It's worth it. You get the little something extra.
So
You want something?
I know
small
you
in
want to
his
wait and
mouth.
do predictions on Thursday, but I'm not available Thursday.
Let's
Are we-
do them now.
Yeah, let's just do it. We'll
Because-
find something else to talk about.
Yeah, or we
Yeah.
can just repredict.
Yeah, we'll repredict.
So
who goes
you, finished
first?
last
I
week.
finished last, so I
Yeah,
get to go
that's
first. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan Blaney, for sucking a big black motor.
Hey, you would have been second until,
So we're going to Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas, huh?
even Las Vegas.
I think this is going to tighten on here, maybe.
I might have used up all my good picks already.
I'm going with no one other
I burned Christopher Bell already.
than the number 8. Because I think Christopher Bell's going to wreck out. There's no way he goes 4 in a row. There's no way he does be good.
Yeah, I mean the odds have got to be crappy, right? Like,
Not very
just-
good. You don't have the cards.
It doesn't.
But you know who does have the cards?
Go for it. I just want to hear it again. Give it to me
Kyle
again.
Busch.
That's right, baby.
Number
That's right.
8. I don't know who his sponsor is. Lucas Oil Chevy.
It's different every week, so we don't even know.
I
Yeah.
honestly don't know if I can get my feet out of here.
Cheddars one
Yeah.
week, you know.
Listen, it's a good pick. Kyle Busch has had strength lately. He's been right there. Home track.
Yep.
It feels like it could be a thing. I like it.
So I guess that means I'm next since I had a 5th place finish.
Yeah, I had a first place finish. Sucker.
Anyway,
Your mom finished
I'm
second
going
with you as a son.
I'm going with Tyler Reddick. You know,
That's
Tyler
mean.
Reddick finished in 2nd place last season, and the boy's been strong so far this season. I think.
Yeah, you can't beat Reddick. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
Crap, that's who I was gonna pick. You know what? I'm gonna just Bubba Wallace it. We're gonna go Bubba Wallace.
Bubba's a good call.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I honestly felt bad for him in breaking that brake rotor.
I know, because he's been decent. Like
He has,
yeah.
and he's not been pulling as many D-bag moves.
No,
I think he's undebagged.
Yeah,
I think just like Brad, because Brad was debagged.
That's fair.
He undebagged.
yeah.
And there's nothing better than Brad in a cutoff fire suit.
Right.
That's the most Cletus McFarland thing you could possibly do. And it wasn't even for
pretty
that.
funny. It is
Did
pretty
you
funny.
see? Oh, you probably didn't see it.
Biffle?
Pre-race, there was a guy walking around with
The
I
suit on.
saw, yeah.
it was
RFK
amazing.
He
tweeted
was
the video.
huge.
Yeah,
He was huge.
I was like, is that the Jack Man?
He was just towering over.
I
everybody.
was.
My favorite news of the week, we didn't really cover, but we did know most people who follow NASCAR know that Greg Biffle lost a bet to Cletus
yeah.
McFarland.
Yeah.
So Greg is not allowed to wear sleeves for a month.
Dude, did you see him rip his sleeves off?
Oh,
Dude, there was nothing left of that shirt. It was just a rag.
That was like, yeah. So, and what Greg is doing is he's pre-cutting his sleeves in the morning.
Yeah,
And the first person to call him out for wearing sleeves gets to rip them off.
Nice.
I like
That is awesome. Well,
That is good. Yeah.
Cletus-
Did you
Cletus
see he
did it?
did that to his kid too?
yeah, and he like
Yeah.
almost pulled the kid across the damn room. He was like, the kid's like, ah!
It was awesome.
No, Cletus pulled his sleeves off and took his whole dang shirt.
That he did.
It's like-
That he did.
Oh, you know what that means?
Is that a blood sugar?
Just a blood sugar.
Blood sugar.
That is my daughter.
I was like, I thought I broke something. I'm like, what the
there
frick?
she is.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the company.
There
Quick
she
Honey.
is,
Oh, yeah.
crashing
There you go.
like a fool.
Nah, she's asleep.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, and we already love Greg Biffle, but after the whole Western North Carolina thing,
Like him even more.
he's that much higher.
Yeah.
in-
Yeah,
in the
I didn't
books.
think that he could really get better, but he's. I heard that the Catholic Church may be sainthooding.
I mean, I'm for it.
Other side, Alex.
Where'd it go? I was.
Right there. Nope. Right. Left. 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 Bingo.
Yeah, it's far away. Never mind. I was seeing that there was one closer. I was gonna move it into camera
That's
shot,
amazing.
That's
but that's outside of reach.
one of the only ones I know because it's right in my vision of
So,
the camera.
There's another one somewhere.
Up top, there's a 6.
Oh, there is one in camera view, but my head's just blocking it.
Yeah.
In honor of
The Biffinator.
the Biffinator.
Biffy Boo.
Nah, he's such a fun personality.
Actually, speaking
Such
of
a fun
nicknames,
personality.
before we log off, I was listening to the podcast in my truck with the volume turned way up, and I came up with a new nickname for Kevy Poo.
Oh, snap.
The T-later.
What?
T-later.
Okay.
I feel like I have to censor that, right?
No, that's
mean-
good to say. That's a body part, buddy. Or at first it was the tickler.
Again, why?
Why?
Yeah, I gotta hear
Because you're
this.
bringing that low voice, and when you turn the subs up, it's like, tickles my hole. That we might want to censor.
But that was the least offensive to me. Like I was.
We might have to call the rating department on that. Do we censor to later? Kevin, the to later.
I'm marking it down, and I just wrote the whole minute because I figured there's about 60 seconds worth of.
You gonna cut all that?
I'm gonna.
So, do you guys remember
It's gonna be
Private Parts, the Howard Stern movie, and that scene where the
Oh man! So guys, what do we think about Vegas coming up? I just freaking land it. Good lord! Talk about anything else? Gosh! Oh
Good luck editing that out of the
yeah. I
YouTube.
don't know. That was funny. I was laughing. I dropped my phone.
Oh, that's funny.
And on that note, I do believe we've taken the podcast to completion. You're supposed to be the responsible one here. I'm rubbing off on him, and he's rubbing off on me, apparently.
Too much of that bird dog.
The Bird Dog. This episode of the Racing Addicts Podcast was brought to you by DLG Electric. Here for all your local electric needs. We're trying to start a business in Carolina and Charlotte. So if you need us in Charlotte, give us a call.
Honestly, same. Just let's do it. Let's
So
just
did I
get
tell you guys
rolling.
the plan? I'm taking my resume, I'm printing it off and taking it to all the race shops.
Nice.
Y'all need an electrician? Need somebody who can code? Call me up.
You need someone that works like 8 hours a week. I got you.
Dude, they only work on Sundays.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You
I don't
helped me
think I
out
could-
last week. You bailed me out.
Anyway, look at this guy
Yeah.
talking crap.
Help hang screens to the church. It was great.
He's a good guy.
Good
Waiting
guy.
for my A to B hat. I mean,
I know. Well, I'm getting merch done soon. So
DLG hat,
I just-
doing good though.
it is.
good
So
hat.
I got to get your guy because I like the hats. I just want to get an A to B logo on it.
You can put a DLG Electric logo on it. That's fine.
Right over top of it.
I don't want that crap.
Velcro it right on there.
Right there. Yeah.
That's great. That's
Well, if you've listened to
great.
this
As far
far,
as Vegas goes, I'm
oh,
excited
that's right.
for the
We're going
race.
to talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, intermediates don't totally suck with this car.
It could be good.
Could be good.
Could be a good thing.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. It feels like the players are starting to set themselves up in the Cup Series.
That's true.
As
Basically,
well,
Christopher Bell.
yeah. Which big shocker, Christopher Bell's fast. This is not new information.
Did you know that he won 3 races in a row?
I heard that through the rumor mill. You know, I was like, man, I wonder if he has, and it turns out he has. So
They say it's hard or something.
It is going to be interesting to see as the season progresses, like if that starts to shift. Because William Byron is just the guy I think about because every year he starts out the hottest guy in the world and then he disappears for 5 months.
Here's what I don't
right. So-
understand. How is he second in points?
Consistency, baby.
Yeah. Well, he won the 500.
What's more consistent than winning 3 races in a row?
Didn't he finish like 30th at Daytona?
What's
I
it
think that's
matter?
literally.
3 races
I
in a
know.
row. He's
Well-
13 points behind William
So
Byron.
that's what sucks. When you win a race, you only get a couple points more than second. It's super frustrating. I think the reward, and now you have obviously the advancement to the playoffs, but I feel like points wise, winning needs to carry more weight.
Do you get playoff points when you win?
Yeah.
Yes.
And again, it's like 1. Like it's just so I don't know. It's just I feel like when you win, like there should be a bigger gap between you and second because like you won the race. Like that was a big deal.
Sometimes it's not a big gap. Sometimes it's millionths of the second.
It apparently usually. If we keep having these freaking green white checkers with
That Xfinity race, that was pretty close. 3 cars.
pretty close too.
3
Pretty
cars
close.
under a blanket.
Yeah.
To completion. I mean,
Did not include the 7 car, unfortunately,
No,
but
no,
it was
it did
close. Did not.
Well, before I drink any more of my Bird Dog and have to drive home, We'd like to thank you for tuning into this week's episode of the Racing Addicts Podcast. You can catch us on all social media platforms: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. What are the YouTube,
Discord, NASCAR Fantasy,
check out. We didn't go over NASCAR Fantasy.
Oh, we didn't. All right,
because I suck. So 2 weeks ago, I literally forgot about it.
I know, and I even looked it up earlier today, and then I forgot to.
All right, so Phoenix Raceway standings. I finished 12th. Looks like the Hamlinator took second. Hayberger coming in with a big 220-point demanding win.
Yeah, I finished.
If you
8th.
can't dodge them, ram them.
That's right.
Ty Dillon is the GOAT. Stacking excuses. Alex Rapp, gay. Kevin, are you on this?
I'm not.
We need to get you. Why you got to get it on the fantasy league?
I don't think you can get in.
Yeah, you're not
I
up.
remember being told about it.
You were told about it.
Well, that's what you get for not being on social media.
Yeah,
League-wise.
that's right. That's why you didn't know about it.
That's fair.
Stacking excuses still holding up the lead. That's the
Stacking excuses with a demanding. Where am I? I'm way down there. I've literally missed a whole week.
So you want to know what's funny? So I am. You know how like when you set your lineup, you can copy it. So like all of the leagues you're in, you have the same lineup.
I'm in one league.
Oh, okay. So I'm in our league, but I'm also in the Here for the Speed league. So every week so far, I've
Thanks
had
for the invite, guys.
They did. Well, they posted on social. They didn't post it on Facebook, so you didn't see it. And they did. You're not on social media.
I'm not.
So
on
there's yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
So what's funny? I've had the same lineup for both leagues the entire season, and in ours I'm 4th, and in theirs I'm 12th. So apparently our league's just full of a bunch of morons or something like that.
Checks out.
Well, if the shoe fits. If the shoe fits.
Because I was like, oh man, I'm 4th in ours. I wonder how I'm doing in theirs. And I'm like 12th. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Yeah. Yeah. There's that. So I don't know. I don't think we have anything else to talk about. It's
Thank
Phoenix
God.
is Phoenix.
Phoenix
It's
is Phoenix.
just-
Vegas is Vegas. And what happens in Vegas still counts towards the points.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we'll be back next week. I think we may be out Thursday. Look for us Thursday.
We're going to try.
I think
The old college effort.
the old college effort, you know what would really make us want to do Thursday? A primary sponsor.
I feel like we need to get a sponsor for Thursday.
If
Like
I
that should be a
had
thing.
something, maybe it'd make me want to show up.
Yeah. I feel like this is a great opportunity for someone to jump on board.
If
You
you'd
know
like
what I
to be a
mean?
partner with the Racing Addicts Podcast, reach out to Alex at alex@adbmedia.net.com.org.
Or racingaddictspod@gmail.com. Also works.
We have an email.
Yeah, we do have an We've had an email.
I didn't even know that. I did not know that.
Yep.
Or
Also works.
Or Racing Addicts Podcast at gmail.com.
Just pod. Podcast was taken.
Racing
Go
Addicts
figure.
Pod.
Go figure. Racing Addicts Podcast was not available. Racing Addicts Pod was. Nothing makes sense. Whatever.
Have a great week.
Hey, holla. Go 12.
Have a good one.